What's up guys, Lepter1 here, and welcome to another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary playing on King of the Hill Harvest here with the new Public Enemy Scout, which is, if you guys kind of have been wondering what this new set is all about, I highly recommend using this because I have been having so much fun. It completely changed the way I think about Scout. Not completely, but it's a lot of fun. It changes your playstyle. It's a completely new kind of way to play, going so quickly but not being able to jump. Because of the Baby Face's Blaster, which you start out moving in between a Demo Man and a Soldier speed. I think it's, you move 35% slower, although I'm not going to talk about statistics. You just need to know that you move twice as fast after a single meat shot. But you can get that damage doing anything. If you saw how I started out the video, all I did was just shoot my pistol a bit, and with the increased accuracy from the Baby Face's Blaster, you can actually pick up that damage that you need a lot easier than you could with, let's say, if the scatter gun worked on the same principles. Now, if you see here, I'm actually playing with the Sandman as well, which with the pistol you gain more health, so you go up to 140 health, but with the Sandman I actually go down to the base 125 health that the Scout normally has. So anyways, back to the Blaster. So you pick up all of this damage output, and now you're moving really quickly. You're moving twice as fast as the normal speed of the Scout, and that allows you to do several things very well. So you can circle strafe opponents very easily, and fighting from a distance using the Baby Face's Blaster is also good. While you still kind of get lower damage output, you can deal damage effectively from a mid-range. And what I like to do is kind of fight people from afar, and once they get preoccupied and turn, I flank them. And that's something that the Baby Face's Blaster lets you do so easily, is you can flank anywhere you want to. People won't expect you to come from the directions that you come sometimes, and it's pretty fun to use this, which it takes a bit of getting used to. I'm not gonna lie. The first few games, I would be like, fuck, I jumped and it sucks now because I'm running really slowly. But, you know, getting away is really easy with this thing, and kind of coasting from health pack to health pack, I can run to spawn and be back almost before they cap that point. And it's not too much of a hassle. It's a lot of fun to use. And especially on open maps like these, it depends on the map, because sometimes maps just simply you can't use this gun without jumping. You can't get around as a Scout without jumping on some maps. But right now, this map is completely open, and I'm really loving this set. The set seems very balanced to me at this point, because I would say that the Baby Face's Blaster doesn't have that many downsides. Other than the fact that you do run slower in the beginning, but it depends. Sometimes you'll have a life where you can't get those initial hits and you just die because you are slower. That's a fact, and it sucks not being there at the midpoint, being the first one there. It's different, but the pistol is where the downside really kicks in, especially against pyros, because you have 50% more fire damage vulnerability. And that really does end up hurting you. I mean, I've had times when I think, hey, I'm at 50 health, I can engage this pyro, I can get a few shots off, and he hits me, and let's say it's the normal flamethrower, and you get ticked, that ends up hurting you pretty badly. Also, everybody knows that the pistol, when it has a slower firing rate, it's already tough to track someone and kind of consecutively fire with the pistol. And I found that it's not so useful unless they're running really in a straight line or right next to you, where you know you can hit your pistol shots to actually try it. But here's a demonstration of the circle strafing that you can do on these heavies, and all the other classes have a really tough time tracking you when you are playing with this setup, and it's a lot of fun seeing them try. I can't explain well enough how enjoyable it actually is to use this set. I'm having a lot of fun. I really haven't been playing with any other weapons. I don't even want to play Spy until they kind of revamp it again, because I know I love Valve. They're so awesome with that. Check this out. So this is why I like the Sandman. You can just get close to them so much faster and get those few kind of weaker, of course, meat shots that you couldn't get otherwise, but you end up being able to take those off. Should I say kind of get those shots off, because they are kind of tougher to get off. Anyways, onwards to the next gameplay here on CP Badlands with Pyrovision, and look how slow I'm actually running. It's pretty impressive to actually see it how slow, but kind of get those few shots off, shoot it out, you know, pick some shots up, get your boost back, and that's when you really start going. And see, immediately, just you're already up to full speed. You can battle scouts. You actually, if you're battling a regular scout, first of all, you can outrun them, which is huge, because in scout v scout battles, that's your one weakness if you're trying to get away. You know, you can get a rocket jumping soldier coming after you, can get a demo man, and you can get a scout that's gonna keep after you. And with this, you can run away from them. You can have better accuracy. So if they land a shot perfectly centered on you, and you land a shot perfectly centered on them, you're both equal, unless you have the Babyface's blaster, which, since it has better accuracy, you'll actually land more of the pellets on the other player, and that's pretty good. I've noticed myself taking out more scouts than I normally do when I'm using this set, and I don't know, that's a pretty good buff. It's a scout v scout counter. I don't know how else to explain that. If you're looking to play this set on a few maps, I would obviously recommend Harvest and Badlands. Hightower, really any open maps would be good. So Freight, well, you don't want to have too many levels on them. Like, I tried this on, what's that, Badwater, but it really wasn't good. I found that as a scout, it ends up being slightly choke pointy on the later points, and when you just start out, you kind of want to get on top of those few ledges, but for like what I was running here, I like the Sandman loadout. It's fairly useful to get around, and you could use the candy cane to supplement yourself with health, which is a really good way to play against pyros. But the extra kind of rocket vulnerability does take its toll, especially when you're fighting soldiers who can and will and should shoot at your feet. When you're playing this set, that's the best way I've found to counter them, because they are really quick. I found that a lot of people are playing with this set, trying to figure out what it's all about, and those that do know how to use it are extremely tough to track, and I have a tough time doing it, and I would recommend you just shoot at their feet. If you're a heavy kind of, I don't know what I would do if I was a heavy, seeing a scout just sprinting around me. I think you're pretty much screwed if you're a heavy. I would say that. I don't know, I wouldn't be able to track him. Enough about the stupid scout. He's awesome. Try this loadout. The public enemy scout is so much fun. I just really wanted to give it the credit it needed, because I feel like they came up with a really cool set here, and it's really enjoyable to play. You guys should try it. Anyways, a little bit about the gameplay. This one on CP Badlands was actually pretty close. They were like blowouts, and then the team scrambled. By the way, this is on my server, and the team scrambled, and we just started trying to cap. I was trying to be really kind of team playing here, cap the points, take out the players that are trying to cap us, and it just became so close, because if you guys see soon, I actually go to cap, and that second they get our point, and I'm trying to do my work here as the scout to go around, go behind, do my best to get in position, and I see that we just got this point. Gonna hesitate here, and this spy catches me. I should have known that they had 5 on the point. I could have beaten them to it. I was being a little bit too cautious, and I don't know what happened. It kind of just fell apart. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this commentary. Hope you guys didn't hear the tweet sound I just got, which I hope you didn't. But anyways, this video had a really fun time playing both of these matches. Tried the loadout. It's a lot of fun. And if you guys enjoyed the commentary, remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and that's that. See you, everybody. Whoa! You guys ended up staying 5 minutes, or 5 seconds, while 5 seconds after the video ended. You guys are part of an elite group now. I think we're just destined to be best friends forever, and I will share all of my cookies with you from now on. Anyways, we have a few more seconds to chat. How's your day been? How have you been doing? What is going on? Tell me about your lives. Hello. Anyways, die, soldier. That's the end of the gameplay. Bye, everybody.